Hey everybody, it's me, Jordan, and I'm gonna do my presentation over strategy and action in the workplace. And I'm actually going to use my former institution since I've only been at my current one for about 3 months. So uh, I think it would be better if I spoke on the deficiencies in which I saw in my prior institution and the things that could possibly be worked on. So areas in need of change. For me, number one, it was administration, and underneath that, it was admission, student affairs, and academic advising. And I think the reason that I said this is because there were often times that the administration definitely created, inequities or deficiencies, especially among certain populations of students. And I think that was simply, I don't know if it was, I don't believe it was purposeful, but I do believe it was one of those situations where people cannot see outside the scope of their particular silo. So that inadvertently was affecting the admissions process, affecting student affairs and academic advising because we weren't getting our needs met in order to best serve our students. I know in student affairs we're very underfunded. Our students were in need of a lot of different programming and a lot of different things that we had no money for. And academic advising was consistently short enough advisors, and so therefore they were working double time just trying to get these students into courses that they need, and it was leading to a lot of burnout and a lot of problems. And so why is change necessary? So Angelina College definitely does not use a strategy and action plan at all, and they are very reactive versus proactive. Instead of knowing for a fact that certain things are issues and going into the same scenario over and over again without changing the plan, I'm pretty sure that by definition is insanity. So they simply were adverse to change, which to me, reading through the 8 fallacies, definitely there's a control issue. It is 1000%, it is whatever the higher ups want must go. And it is very much, I'm in charge. Whatever I say is going to trickle down. Well, true. Whatever you do say is going to trickle down, whether it's negative or positive. And so what was happening was this control fallacy was actually causing such a toxic work environment, which was leading to the burnout, which was leading to folks being upset, leading to us not being able to provide for our students like we should. And it made those of us trying to operate with strategy and action, strategic planning, it made life very difficult for us because there was nothing we could ever execute properly because we did not have that support of the administration, which everybody needs in order to have successful programs and have successful programming and have successful departments. So it's a lot. So what does strategy and action look like in this sense? So these were some of the biggest issues that we faced. Constant communication amongst all involved parties. Those that are unfamiliar with any type of background in higher education, which unfortunately Angelina College hired a lot of people that did not have a background in higher ed. They don't understand what real strategic planning looks like in the educational setting. It is not filling out a piece of paper, writing on a form saying, this is what we're going to do, these are our goals, and then never visiting it again. But also, there needs to be a mutual understanding of the mission of the goals. So what goals are you setting for your area, and what are we trying to do, and how does that align with the mission and the vision of the institution as opposed to just your siloed area, which again I really think was a big problem when it came to communication with the administration, and the intention of the work. Like, why are we doing what we're doing? We're not just writing something down on a piece of paper to say, oh, we did it and we completed it, here, SACs, look at what we've done. There needs to be learning goals, learning outcomes, student learning outcomes, program learning outcomes, anything you can think of that needs to be expressed. And that also needs to be known by the campus. It does not need to be a siloed thing. But lastly, solid leadership. And I say solid in the sense that you have to have leaders in place that are not only willing to get the work done, but they're willing to listen and understand, have self-awareness of when something is not working or when something is wrong or something needs fixing. It's not that we're out here to say, you need to admit your faults. No, but we do need to be self-aware of what we are potentially doing is not what's best for our students. Maybe we should take a step back, reassess, and see what we can do moving forward. We don't talk about this as failures at my current institution. We talk about them as opportunities for growth. And so I think if that mindset might be adopted, then potentially there could be a lot of room for change and growth. But until there is that shift, I'm afraid that students are simply going to continue to see the reactive versus proactive nature that is inherently built within that campus. So sorry, that was short and sweet. I could talk about this for hours literally, but I know 5 to 7 minutes. I need to be quick with it. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day.